So, welcome back. Where are my notes? Alright, so, last time on D&D Alpha, after delving into the depths of the Sunless Citadel, the party was able to overcome the fanatical druid that dwelled there and set fire to the undead tree, in the process unleashing a vampiric entity that had been trapped for over a century. All was quiet with the release of the vampire, and the mystery of the enchanted fruit had been solved. These life-giving apples that the locals had been consuming were going to cause their death and subsequent undeath in the years to come, and that the attacks had been frequenting the town for many months were caused by the tree monsters that spawned from the apple seeds. The party then headed to the surface, only to find that their kobold guide had been taken by the goblins. After a quick scrimmage with their new chief, that killed their new chief, Meepo was returned, and a tentative truce was formed. The party then found its way back to the kobold's sacred dragon, where they were able to transform into the queen of the kobolds, tricking the dragon into returning with them. They then added to the dragon's hoard to cover for their disguise, greatly pleasing the kobold queen. They received their rewards and asked to rest in the kobold-controlled section of the fortress. So the rewards they received were a green elixir, 3 spell scrolls, a magical feather, and a large metallic key. The kobold queen was so pleased with the hoard that the heroes had brought that she warned the party that a powerful aura would need to be overcome in order to reach the prize at the end of the dragon vault. So you guys find yourselves resting in the kobold-controlled area. Get you back to the map. Yeah, right here. Alright, I'll let you guys take it from there.
No. Okay, let's rock and roll.
Alright.
You guys feel well rested, even though it's a crummy little room you're in? Little hay piles to sleep on?
I've slept on worse.
Homie's just been chilling, watching everyone sleep.
Creepy.
Okay.
I dropped my disguise because I was still a kobold.
Mir is inside Urki's ring. He doesn't come out, or inside the ring, and Urki's holding it. I guess I'll carry this for him.
Thanks, Erky.
No problem.
I guess we don't need to worry too much about a marching order. Safe.
No.
But yeah, we can
Me
make our
and
way
Erky will
to
take the rear.
Sure. I'll walk with Doug.
So we're gonna go and collect our reward, right?
But we gotta go use the key.
Yeah.
Which I think is this way.
Yeah, we have
That's
to
what I mean.
overcome some aura.
Yeah.
Anybody have
which
an
way
idea
was
of which stop?
The exit is this way. The kobolds direct you.
Oh, thank you.
The exit. We're looking for where the door that the key unlocks.
Yeah, the key is not, the door is not in the kobold area. It was like one of the outside
It's back towards
areas.
the start.
Okay.
Because we tried to pick that lock before we met the kobolds.
I guess we'll thank them on our way out.
I think it is. Is it down here?
Move this.
Did we? This was the room with the door with the dragon thingy on it. So we
Yeah.
didn't get past that door.
That's the door.
Here it
The
is.
keyhole.
My dog
yeah.
seems to be stuck.
With the dead rat.
Come on, dog. Yep, dead rat there in the corner.
Dead rat.
Okay.
So the masonry
Okay.
walls of this, So the west wall holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in relief on it. The door has a single keyhole situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
I think.
I feel like I should get it more up front for this since I'm tankier.
I'm just taking a step back away from the door.
Yeah.
I don't mind putting. Well, yeah, I guess whoever wants to put it in will back up.
Perky should hang back a little bit more. Okay.
My dog
Good to
will
go.
wait beside you in case something jumps
Okay.
out at you. He's ready to help
I push the door open with my foot. Or I turn the key.
Okay. After turning the key. Let me see if I can zoom in and get this door. My doors are glitching out.
Mm. Oh. It's open.
See anything?
No. Oh,
Huh. What's
Do we
going on?
hear anything?
did I poke my... No? Oh.
I
This-
see some walls and some ceilings.
It definitely sounds like a room.
All right, Mr. DM,
Oh,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
see a
we're going through the
large-
door.
Sorry, it was in like permanent darkness for some reason.
Probably to
Alright.
make it so that we couldn't accidentally see what was there.
Yeah, most likely. Okay. So, as the door opens, a hissing noise and a puff of dust around the door indicates that the chamber beyond has been sealed for some time. The air in here is stale. 3 alcoves on the north wall. 1 is on the south wall. Each alcove contains a dust-covered stone pedestal with a fist-sized crystalline orb resting in it. The globes in the northern alcove are cracked and dark, but the globe in the southern alcove glows with a soft blue light. Faint tinkling notes issue from it.
Okay. I want to just take just a single itty bitty step inside the door
Okay.
and roll perception.
All right.
Choose this one. 7. Eh.
Okay, so you notice the cracked orbs above you, the full orb glowing faintly below you, and a door across the hall.
Okay.
Does anyone have that detect magic spell?
Nope.
No.
You want to like throw something in the center of the room, see if anything sets off.
I mean, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Did you guys wanna? I'll shimmy away from the door and let you guys come in. Be cautious, but I don't see anything.
I'm gonna ask my good boy to fetch the orb.
Which one?
Oh,
The
there's
glowing
2?
one? There's 3.
There's 2
Oh, there's
cracked
3.
and 1 that slightly glows.
The ones to the north are all cracked. The one to the south is glowing faintly.
Which good boy, the furry one or the fishy one?
Neither of
How
them
about
are
both?
furry. One's made of metal.
I guess I was thinking the metal one in case it blows up, but if it's something where like, you
That's
know,
weird.
yeah, you have to overcome it with mental fortitude, you might actually be the best one. Do you have the highest wisdom? That's maybe a bit metagame.
I don't think that that McGurgle has the highest wisdom, but that's
I got-
assuming.
I got 13 wisdom.
My wisdom is probably higher than yours, but it's not my main stat. It is. Fuck, where'd it go? 14.
Higher than mine.
Same, on par with me.
Do we want to have a peek through the next door before we make a decision? Just try and get more information on these orbs? Or do we think
Well,
that these are just...
I guess we could cross the room. Anybody else want to perceive, look around, investigate?
Oh, investigate, yeah. Let's do an investigation.
I'm gonna move towards the glowing orb.
I will take a look at the broken ones.
So I'll run that investigation. I guess, do I have to name something specific? Like in my search?
So it would help. Investigation. Both of you guys are investigating. Okay, so
Yeah,
what
I'm
do you guys
investigating the
investigate?
broken.
Sorry. You're investigating the broken ones? What about you, homie?
I'll investigate the glowing one.
Okay. So you're staring down the glowing one as Darius is staring down these ones. And Brigitte goes to move forward. And As Brigitte goes to step forward, homie, you definitely see inclinations of magic as Brigitte steps within 5 feet of this, and this music begins to play. All of you make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
8 feet.
So wait, sorry, that's a wisdom roll. What's wisdom save is something else?
It's like a save. You get bonuses depending on your class.
That's Urki's. He got a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. So, Brigitte, as this noise emanates from this orb, and everyone near you hears this noise emanating, you kind of drop to one knee. And kind of black out for a second hearing this noise in the piano keys. And then your eyes kind of slowly open and it shifts back into focus as you turn back to see everyone else running for the door. They've all turned and been overcome by this music and are fleeing. Both you and Urki are the only ones resisting it. Urki, what's happening, Brigitte? As McGurgle's good boy, compelled by Hami and Darius, all push past Urki, making for the door.
Okay.
You got this.
Am I? Okay. I brought to my knees,
Brigitte,
but
I can't. So the rest of you, you're just compelled to flee. This is overwhelming and fearful, and you're like stumbling over yourselves to get out of here. You've kind of forgotten what you're doing here at all. You just gotta get the heck out of the radius of this music.
Okay.
Cowards.
What do you do?
Urki, stay with me.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Kind of like stumble forward.
I feel like I should try to pick up the orb. I mean, I don't want to, but I'm the only one left that's close enough to the orb. I want to push forward and try to pick it up.
Okay, you do. It raises. It's relatively light. The rest of you make your way out into the masonry yard, and you come back to your senses as you're like pushing through the shale, and you can't hear the music anymore. You're like, what the hell is going on? Where's Brigitte?
Did we kind of realize that the music had anything to do with it?
Yeah, you get the sense of that. Now you remember what just happened, and you're like, oh shit.
Okay.
How did we get here, though?
Oh, so we like didn't have control of our, like, we have no memory of running?
No, sorry. You remember getting, like, coming here. And, yeah, the music pushed you. So I guess once the effect ends and you lose.
The compulsion is gone, but we were conscious. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Brigitte, you're holding this orb in your hand, and you can still hear this music emanating from it.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. Can I roll like an insight to try to figure out what I'm supposed to do now?
Yeah.
15?
You stare into it and you shake it a little bit.
Okay.
Nothing
Is
really
it like a
comes
snow
to you.
globe? Okay.
Brigitte, we gotta stop the music. I don't think the others can come back.
I'm gonna move towards. I'm gonna carry the orb. I'm gonna move towards the door over here.
Alright, you got the orb in your hand. It's still glowing faintly, emanating.
Okay.
The rest of you, what do you do? Make it here.
I'm trying to think of whether I have ears to stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Do I even have
Oh.
ears?
I was thinking of things to stuff, but not do I have.
Would, I'm trying to think if I have a set of tools so I can fashion, like, earplugs for everybody. I don't think Tinkerer's Tools does that, though.
If you want to get creative, I'm all ears. Oh.
Can I use candle wax and to cover ears?
Definitely.
From a
Okay.
medical standpoint, never put candle wax in your ears.
Woodwork though.
This is medieval times. No one knows this stuff.
Erky, get over here. Is
I'm
this
coming,
door?
Brigitte.
Is this door unlocked? I'm grasping this orb with both hands, and I don't want to let go of it, even to like try to test the door. So, can
I wanna-
you open that door for me?
Yeah, I got it. He walks forward. Click.
Okay, we're both gonna
Permanent darkness still. Sorry.
step into that room once it's lit up. Hallway.
I will stuff my ears with candle wax and try to make my way back.
I want to grab the corpses of the nearby rats, and I want to like rip off a chunk of their skin, and then use the fleshy underside and just slap them against my ears and like hold them against my head,
Okay.
and then just like hold them up against my head while I walk in.
Okay. Yeah. You're pushing in. As you guys push in, you will have to make another wisdom save, but I'll give you advantage for your efforts to plug.
Okie dokie.
Okay. 20.
Alright.
Nice.
Both of you are able to push through. Unfortunately, Hami though, you're still pushed back. You didn't get the earplugs in well enough, regardless of your efforts. And
The robot needs to disable his sound drivers.
As you get like midway into the next room, you're overwhelmed again, and you find yourself back on the shale.
Erky and I are gonna push down this hallway here.
Alright. You guys come through the door as you see Brigitte walking through this hallway with this orb extended here. You guys just wait here at the door here.
Sure.
Okay.
Brigitte, you walk down the hallway, and you step, and a plate underneath your foot just depresses like 2 inches.
Okay.
And 2 arrows fire out of the wall at you. Let me roll a dice.
Baron's really upset by you throwing arrows at me.
It's alarming. An
that
arrow
hits.
flies into you.
Yep.
4. Oh my goodness. That's this much damage. 6.
Okay.
Just gets you right in the side of the arm. You're like, ow!
Does it hit me or Erky or both?
Yeah, just you. But
Just me.
Erky sees the
Okay.
pressure plate and he steps around it. Brigitte, are you okay? As you guys walk through the door to see Brigitte yell out in pain.
Hold on, I'm moving him because I can't change my health bar. Okay, you said 2 arrows?
No. It was just the one.
No, just 1. Okay, thank you. Okay, I grimace. Gotta keep moving.
Okay. You get to the next door.
Boop.
And you guys can move into the hallway where Brigitte is freely now. And Connors, you can make one more effort against the noise.
Sure.
Won't let me move past the door.
Oh, weird.
Oh, never mind. I can click the door and then it.
You gotta open it. Boop.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Trying new stuff. See?
So I would expect that we didn't know about the pressure plate.
You didn't. Unless,
as
because
you
the
guys
door
run
was
in, though,
closed.
Urki will be like, "Wait, there's a trap."
Okay. Then I avoid the trap.
Yeah, somebody's already triggered the trap. Yeah, the door's right there. He's right there. As they step into this next room, dust fills the halls like a layer of gray snow. In the rounded northern end of this chamber stands a 10-foot tall sculpture of a coiled dragon, carved from red veined white marble.
Another one of them rust dragons.
You are able to overcome it this time, as you're... Never had to cover your ear membrane mechanisms before.
Do you have to dump the orb in the fire? Or in the whatever the bowl the dragon's holding?
That's what I'm assuming.
Is there any draconic around it?
So you're there, Connor. So.
Oh. Whoa, that
Dragon's
dragged.
back.
That dragged pretty
Everyone else is here. Okay. So you're all there. Are you still holding the orb?
Oh yeah, I've had Urki open the doors for me. I'm both hands just trying to dig into it, even though my body is screaming, "Get away!"
Where does the music sound like it's coming from?
From inside the orb.
Oh. Maybe you just need to smash it.
Well, you didn't tell me that. I've been walking it to this room. I'm bringing it to the dragon.
Well, you can try throwing it in the dragon thing, and then if it doesn't work, you can smash it.
Is there a fire in front of this marble dragon?
Does seem to have a fire. Nope, it's gonna have like a big dragon ball of glass thing.
Okay, like a pedestal?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the orb to this dragon statue.
Or on the pedestal.
I'm gonna put it down on the pedestal, but I'm not gonna let go of it just yet.
Okay.
I just want to see if this is what I'm supposed to do.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, you put it there, and it kind of rolls offwards because it's like concave. Yeah, the up one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it
doesn't really
not
rest
meant-
well on the pedestal.
I think you need to smash it.
Okay.
McGargle creeps closer with his club.
I'll do a quick investigation of the room for something that looks like an orb receptacle.
As he searches, McGurgle creeps even closer with his club.
There's definitely some ruins on the dragon statue, but that seems to be the only distinguishable thing in this room. There are old tapestries that have been destroyed and rotted away on the walls and stuff.
What's on this side?
It was like a carved relief, but it's kind of, I don't know, it would still be there as a carved relief. It's just like a dragon carved relief.
Okay.
Two dragons fighting. Alright.
Okay. Brigide's still holding on to the orb. It's still kind of on the pedestal, but not. I'm holding it between my hands.
Yeah.
And I'm staring at it and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with you?
I mean, the sound does seem to be coming from this orb, and it's magical in your hands. You get the sense that you guys have all overcome it, but it's still pressing you.
Okay.
Smash it.
I see you with your club and I look at you and we have an exchanging...
I'm like looking, I look at the orb, and then I look at the club, and then I look at the orb, and then I look at the club.
And then I look at you and I give you like a nod, like, okay, yeah, okay, go for it. Go for it. I'm about to move my hands. When I move my hands, you just smash, okay?
All right, we t-ball this.
Yeah. Okay, I let go, I step back.
up.
All right, I smash it.
All right, make an attack.
Boom.
All right, you club this fucking thing. Roll damage. And as you smash this thing into the wall, it flies and bounces off it, and the music gets louder. Everyone make a wisdom save.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All of you fall to your knees and are overwhelmed by the music as you almost black out. And then you all fight back up to standing. The orb is there just pulsing in the corner.
Is there no draconic in the room?
There's some draconic ruins written on the statue. The orb is bounced against the wall over here, and it's just pulsing there, and it's basically like all of your eyes are like watering and blurry right now.
Does the
Everything's
draconic
moving.
say anything? Or is it just...
You can't even like read it right now with the intensity of the music from the orb. Like you're trying to focus and your eyes are getting blurry, and it's like, I can't do shit.
Can I put my cloak over the orb?
It doesn't change its intensity.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna pick
It does
up
show
the
a
orb
crack
and
from
try to-
McGurgles' clubbing.
Yeah, McGurgle is clubbing to this music.
Okay. Roll attack.
Oh no, I mean, I was joking. Like, I was making a pun. I kind of think we should like take the orb out of the whole building and throw it in the pit.
Brigida thinks she has a big hammer.
Can I go back to the other room and look at the broken ones?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Brigida's gonna smack it with her hammer.
Even
See-
at that distance, you're having trouble focusing or making any sort of checks.
Gotcha.
You smash that thing, Brigitte, though, as Darius walks away. Roll damage.
Okay. 11.
So as Brigitte hefts her hammer and comes swinging down, the orb shatters into dust. And the music
Oh, thank God.
sweeps away. You're left at the eerie stillness of the Citadel again, as blue mist kind of dissipates out from the orb.
Brigitte lays
Okay.
down on the floor, just holding her head.
Alright, well.
Everyone's kind of vision clears. You're able to focus a bit more. The silence is relieving.
Okay.
Darius, I killed it.
Can I figure anything else about these broken ones?
Staring at those ones, you can make an investigation. I mean, they look like the one that was glowing, but they all have like cracks in them, and they're dark and covered in
Okay.
dust.
Okay.
I guess
Well-
we'll go back then.
I guess we should look at the rest of what's in this room. I would
What
like
is the
to
rest?
do a full investigation on this room.
I would like to go to the draconic.
Alright, so your investigation reveals that there is little in this room.
Here he is.
I absolutely did not fall asleep.
Alright, so
That would be,
Please,
that'd be crazy.
please tell me you come out of your ring and you say the exact same thing. What happened?
that's
I
what we
was
said.
sleeping.
that you went into your ring and you didn't come out when everybody got up.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about, guys. I definitely didn't fall asleep in there. It's not an incredibly comfortable space with beautiful couches everywhere or anything like that.
Oh, Mir, good of you to come out. Did you miss
Mid-sentence.
that entire annoying point that's of our story?
Mir comes flashing out of the
I
ring
can
or keys holding. Ah! What? Oh, mirror.
When I'm in the ring, I can hear everything that's going on the outside.
Oh, you
if
can
I-
hear?
You can hear, yeah.
everything?
No wonder
Really?
he woke up from his nap.
All right,
If
Were you-
make a wisdom save. Make two
if I
wisdom
were
saves.
if I were awake,
We'll see how your dreams are.
which I definitely were.
All right, fair enough. He's like in his ring with like earmuffs on and a sleeping mask, like fully fucking starfished.
Yeah, surprised you could sleep with all that annoying music going on that we just had to listen to. They got louder when we attacked the music thing that was making the music. Brigitta's laying on the floor, by the way, holding her head. She is not happy about all this.
I'm taking the candle wax out of my ears.
David resisted it the first time around, and then he slept soundly.
If you notice, McGurgle is wearing the flesh of a rat over his ear hole.
Just stuffed into his little ear hole.
Yeah.
McGurgles, you discover the outline of a secret door here. Darius, you read the ruins awaken on the dragon.
I give the little space on the wall a little tippy tap with my club.
Doesn't move at all. A little dust kind of.
Does it make a weird sound or anything?
It sounds pretty solid, but like you're pretty sure there's like a crease here that doesn't belong.
I hit that part harder with my club.
It doesn't seem to move at all.
I will say the words awaken to this dragon statue.
You can roll an attack against the wall, by the way.
Okay.
And roll your damage. And as you say the words awaken, the sculpture on the dragon, its eyes begin to glow a red color. And then magical energy starts to coalesce at the front of the dragon's mouth. And a magical mouth spell begins to appear, as though the stone jaws of the dragon are actually moving.
Everybody get down.
Come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
Stars.
The door begins to slide open along the side, and a passage to the west. The eyes
Wait.
fade.
What was the answer?
Stars.
Oh, okay.
Does this happen as McGurgles hits it with his club?
Pretty much.
McGurgles, you opened it. Good job, man.
When the mouth of the dragon statue started moving, Brigitte, who was laying on the floor in front of the dragon statue, just jumps back like 4 feet. Like, whoa!
When you said,
I jumped down on the ground because I thought I was going to breathe fire.
yeah, I thought it was a breath weapon that was coming. Like the last time I spoke Draconic to a dragon statue, we all got poisoned.
Glad you decided to do it again then. Very smart
You're
idea.
welcome. I see Draconic, I must read.
Okay, well, my Gurgle, go through that door you opened.
So, dust cloaks the contents of this 20-foot wide hall. 6 alcoves line the wall, 3 to the north and 3 to the south. Each alcove, except the southwest ones, holds a humanoid figure carved of red-veined white marble. The figures resemble tall elves in plate armor. A stone archway at the west end of the hall opens into a wide room from which greenish light glows. A dark pit is situated before the archway.
Can I scan for any more plates that trigger arrows?
Yep, roll investigation.
Investigation.
This is making
I'm
me
about
think
that.
we're going to have walls push
Pretty
us down
20.
to this pit.
Alright. So, investigating the floor and areas, and Hami, I don't know if you're doing something different, but you do not find any traps or pressure plates indicative.
No, I was just
there are
helping
traps.
Biggie. That was before I saw she rolled a 20, though. She did not need my help.
Yeah, I did not. This
How wide
time.
is the pit?
Is that a
10
punji
foot,
pit?
15 foot wide pit, give or take.
Could probably jump that.
I could probably throw Urky, but not the rest of you.
How deep is it?
It's 10 foot deep.
Okay, it's not that bad.
But is it a punji pit? Are there spikes at the bottom of it?
Connors, Hami,
Mhm.
your further investigation reveals odd footprints through the dust leading out of this alcove into the pit.
Can I investigate the statues?
Leading out of this alcove into the pit?
Yep.
Jesus, I am not rolling good at all for investigation.
You're like looking at the statues, and they are tall, plate armored, elven looking warriors. You're not drawing much more.
Alright.
They look inanimate as statues do. Homie, the footprints you notice are like tiny little clawed feet.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I try hitting the statue.
like smaller than a goblin, but like more like that. You know, I've never seen anything like this.
Do we have to put the armor on and then go through?
Yeah, just like
Oh,
that.
I
There
was-
you go.
Oh, interesting. I was thinking of throwing the armor down the pit.
I'm wondering whether you have to put the armor
like
on
it,
and then
actually.
walk through, and like maybe you'll like fly or something if you're wearing the armor. I don't know.
Whoever drew those feet, that's amazing. That's exactly what you found.
Yep.
Nice.
Was I able to hit the statue?
Yep. You smoke it. Ding! Rings through the corridor and dust is. And where do you hit it? What do you do?
I just wanted to hit it like right at the chest to see if anything happened.
Your sword
Like if
clangs
it
off the
fought
chest
back or
and it kind of
anything.
dents in, and one of the pauldrons kind of like bends in a little bit and kind of falls in like it's on a hinge. Underneath is just a stone mannequin. You knock some of the old black plate armor down.
Now I feel confident that I could throw Urky over. But I also don't want to take that risk.
What if it's an invisible
No.
bridge?
I mean, I guess I
Well-
could throw something else to see.
Got
Yeah,
a
we
rope.
have armor here. We can throw the armor at the pit and see if it lands on anything.
I
Oh, sorry.
I have like a water skin of water, and I think I have like I can basically water bend. Let me just check.
Did we have a short
Yes,
rest?
shape
We did,
water.
right? Yeah, we had a rest. So I have a familiar that I could just send in the pit.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
I don't think it would particularly mind being impaled.
The little imp.
Right, I wouldn't mind that a lot. Oh, shut your face.
Who did that?
Get in there.
Alright.
Okay, so
Guess that's
what
what
I'd
we
like
need
to
to
do
Nice.
is use the little water skin of water, and then use shape water to like move it around, and I'd like to like basically make the water wave around where we would be walking if there wasn't like an invisible bridge. Like, is there if the water hits anything in the pit, then I would notice the splash or whatever.
Oh, okay. So you're just kind of like waving it around like you just want to feel out the pit with this water?
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically like do a canvas of the pit with a little flowing water.
Like a water
bend.
tentacly arm, it's just kind of sweeping.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys watch as McGurk slaps the ground with his hand, and then out of that comes this like watery arm, and it sweeps the whole area and it soaks the pit, gets all the dust out, and what you're left with is a 10-foot pit filled with spikes.
Okay.
Okay.
The walls of the pit are rough, but they do offer some handholds for climbers.
So
I'm gonna try and jump it.
the putting on the armor option sounds more and more intriguing, but I really think we can jump it.
Yeah, I run back and get a running start. And is it athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, it's going to be athletics.
I get out of the way.
Yeah, me too.
12.
All right, so you short the jump. You land partway in and you hit the wall on the other side. Unfortunate. You take... Oh, not an undecent amount of damage. Here we go.
Am I gonna be throwing a good berry at you while you bleed out in the pit?
Oh, you take 11 damage from the spikes and 1 damage from the fall.
Alright.
That's
Nice.
really not nearly as
Jesus.
bad as it could have been.
That's
Alright.
enough to kill me. What do you mean?
I mean, it's a cap of 26 damage for that maneuver.
Whew.
2d10.
You
Alright.
boom, fall back and you land with one of your like thighs like spiked, basically. You're able to pull
Well, it
yourself
doesn't
up.
not hurt. But while I'm down here, I might as well have a little investigation of the pit.
So the
They,
pit
like,
is filled with
In
these
the ground.
like 8-inch long spikes all along the bottom. They're hard to miss, and it almost drove right through your thigh. It's pretty in you.
Oh my.
Other than that, this is a 10-foot pit with spikes at the bottom that you failed to jump.
Hey. Alright, well, I'll stand there and I'll hold my hands up ready to catch people who might also fail the fall. So, you guys can start jumping now. I'll throw a rope up once you're all over.
I'll pick Erky up.
We can like put a rope or something, or just like climb down, maybe.
It's quicker.
Yeah, Fishman is jumping.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a running jump.
Let Mr. McGurgle go first, and then I'll overhand you. You'll be fine.
You know what? Seeing that McGurgles is running next, I'm gonna get out of the way. I can't catch McGurgles.
He makes it, and he leaps straight clear of
Yeah,
the
you
pit.
just hear this slapping like legs, like feet, like, and then and then boom. Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I get back in catch position for the Erky throw.
Yeah, I get in a good position to throw Erky. Do you trust me,
shit.
Erky?
I'd like to ready a reaction. If Erky gets thrown short, I want to hit him with one of my Eldritch Blasts and then, like, use the Eldritch Blast push to push him an additional 5 feet.
If you think this is best, Brigitte,
I think I can
I suppose.
catch him.
If there's one thing I have absolute confidence in, it's how far I can throw you. Because I trust you as far as I can throw you, Erky. So let's see how much I trust you.
Sounds good, Brigitte. Roll it.
Okay.
Roll athletics. Oh my gosh.
Athletic. Okay.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
You
That was...
slip a
Can
little
I-
bit, basically throwing Erky into the pit.
Can I use my reaction to blast him?
It's,
While he's in the
I'm
air?
in the
it's
pit.
bad.
I'm trying to
He
catch
doesn't
him.
really get any height. If you roll over like a 20 on
Oh,
your
I
attack, maybe.
not
It's just-
one.
Doesn't
She
even
just
throw him. She
spiked
just
him down
pushes,
into the pit.
pushes him.
Did you just shoot Erky out of the air?
I
Does this
threw
do
him
damage?
straight down.
Yes. Unfortunately, this does 4 damage, but also pushes him 10 feet in a straight line.
Oh my god, okay, so
Sorry.
Brigitte basically trips to throw and like throws him straight down into the pit. Mira is very good at fucking fires, like low to her feet. Homie, are you in the pit waiting to catch Erky?
I am in the pit waiting to catch
Yeah,
him,
so it was gonna be a DC for you, but now it's a harder
I will
DC
be
as
quiet
Mira
by
has
the time
thrown
you have
him
your point training.
a little bit. So try and catch Erky. Roll a sleight of hand for me as you're like a linebacker here, or wide receiver. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not enough. That's,
Oh no, fuck hell. Okay.
We just.
Couldn't even wait to see if I could like activate a bridge or anything. just had to throw him in.
If he survives, can we roll to see how this affects his relationship?
So, Erky takes 15 damage as he hits the pit and spikes himself and falls.
I'm so sorry,
tumbles,
Erky.
and is nearly killed.
Nearly killed.
In
Yeah,
the
he
endeavor-
only had. Oh yeah.
Oh, ow, Erky.
Erky, I'm
Tommy,
so sorry.
McGurgles, as you're looking back at this, you look to your right to spot what looks like almost like a chihuahua, like demon dog thing, running out at you. And it leaps at your leg and tries to bite onto it.
That's actually horrifying.
I have kind of slimy legs, so good luck holding on to me.
23.
Gotcha!
Oh my god, it
Leaps
talks
back.
at me. What a bastard.
Everybody
Can
roll
confirm
initiative.
all chihuahuas are like this.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope you trust the rest of us better, Brigitte.
I'm not throwing anyone ever again.
Where is it?
Oh, my initiative got rolled under Urki because I had him highlighted.
Okay. As this little creature leaps out and attacks, bites onto McGurgle. It's about 2 feet tall, not even.
Oh, that's what left the footprints.
Oh.
How did it get over? Does it have wings? Wait, I didn't check.
Oh, that's kind of cute. It's got frog legs. It's got like a frog body.
No, those are
Cuter
more
than a
like cricket
chihuahua, at
legs.
any rate.
No, those
Or
are
Googles,
frog
it's your
legs.
family.
Like that.
Ugh.
It's like a little McGurgle baby.
Oh man, it got to go first.
Ouch.
You broke the binding. My watch is over. The dragon priest is free. Your problem now.
He turns invisible.
He turned invisible.
You hear little feet as the battle subsides.
Whoa.
Nice combat, guys. We did it.
I feel like whatever he meant by dragon priest is not going to be good for us.
Idiots. Foolish adventurers.
You just hear this noise kind of like resonating through the chamber.
Cool.
Okay,
Great,
well, I'll heal Erky.
Please.
So McGurgles, you did take
Oh, whoops. Thought it would roll.
11 damage from that thing biting you in the leg.
What? 11 damage from a
Yeah.
leg bite?
It did 4 damage and 7 poison. Oh wait, Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, Erky. Not my best work.
Alright, so you gotta make a con save as well.
I don't
Con save.
We're just letting Erky down big time.
Oh, that's not very good.
Alright, so yeah, you took 11 and you're poisoned.
I'm poisoned.
For the-
Okay.
Oh, poison sucks.
We're kind of shitting the bed here, guys.
Homie, I don't
Immediately
feel so
after
good.
talking about player kills, the entire team dies.
Well,
I'll throw up a rope to McGurgle. Actually, I guess we still have people that need to jump.
No,
this is
throw up
either-
a rope, save Urki.
Well, we're not taking damage down here.
I either make it or I die here.
Okay, I guess.
If everyone's taking like 11 plus damage,
It's true.
Birgit's gonna jump over.
Has anyone tried putting on this armor yet?
no.
Well, now that I know what made the feet, or what the steps or whatever, I think it's less likely to be that.
There might be like a
thank
secret door
God.
that gets around it or something.
Worse for myself.
Oh God. Okay. I'm
Flying success.
I'm curious. I'm gonna put on this flippin' armor. How long does it take to put on this armor?
It takes 10 minutes to don heavy armor.
Oh God. They're not gonna wait 10 minutes for me.
I have been sweating this whole time thinking I was gonna die here.
Did you make the jump?
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
Yep, you land the other side. Neatly.
I rolled
3-point
a
landing.
2.
Do a little roll.
I'll try to catch Mir. Hopefully I do a better job.
Oh my god. Mir, did you just try and jump?
Yeah. They're not gonna wait 10 minutes for me. Yes. I tried to jump.
It seems like Homie caught you though.
Alright, so he will mitigate the falling spike damage. And, alright, yeah, make a strength save now, actually, as you catch him. Mir's a little bit bigger
Oh,
than
that's
Ricky.
not good.
Oh, okay. So, we'll say you mitigate some of this damage, and he takes 1d10 spike damage.
Kind of slips through my fingers as he
Yeah.
falls.
So you take 4 damage there, Mir.
Jeez. Okay,
Didn't
let's
think the
climb
spike
up.
trap would get you guys so good. It's cool. I like
I
this.
throw up the rope to Gurgles and Brigida,
I grab the rope.
and then we'll climb up.
Good boy's just sitting on the other side.
I help Urky up as soon as he's within my reach.
Urk, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I blasted you, buddy. I really thought
That's
it would
okay,
work.
guys. I can do this myself. No need to help.
He like refuses your hand.
It's fine.
He pulls himself up.
Traumatized.
Mad at me?
I did
health
heal
issues
him.
now.
It's good. We're good.
Leave me alone.
He will never learn
Alright,
to trust again.
I'll grab the rope. Actually, how are we gonna do this? I don't think this is gonna work. Might just have to leave Good Boy over there.
Can Good Boy jump?
You know what? He can. Why not? Actually, he's a dog. Fuck it.
Alright.
He's very heavy.
Come, boy.
You attempt to catch him.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Does Good Boy fall into the pit? Is that what just happened here? He tried
I
to
think
jump?
that's what just happened.
Yeah,
The 10
okay.
falls in the pit. Yeah.
Alright. He takes 11 damage, smashing into the wall.
Excellent.
Falling
Goes to
into the pit.
Ted. I guess I'll climb back down the rope and. Actually, I'll just ask him to bite the rope, and then pull him up.
Alright, as a team, you guys get Good Boy up here. You're on the other
Oh
side
my
of the pit.
god. We took
I'm
more
gonna-
damage from this pit than we did from the boss.
I'm
Had
gonna
its
get
way
this
with
guy
it.
to use one of his 3 times per day repairs. Let me restore some hit points here.
Alright. So as you guys take stock of this next room, the violet marble tiles cover the floor and walls through all... though all are cracked and broken, revealing rough-hewn stone beneath. Sconces are attached to the walls at each corner. One holds a torch lit and burns with a greenish fire. A marble sarcophagus, easily 9 feet long, lies in the room's center. The coffin is carved with dragon imagery, and the head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon's head. Rusting iron clasps firmly lock down the lid.
I'm guessing that's where the priest is.
I think we should take the sarcophagus and push it into the pit.
It does look like it would fit.
I like that idea.
It looks like it's about the perfect size.
It also provides us a spot to land on so we can get in and out of the pit.
It's true.
Should
I'm
we
into it.
open-
Let's do it.
Should we open it first to see what's inside?
No, because if it's
it's
a
gonna be a
bad guy,
priest.
he wakes up in the pit.
Yeah, we gotta use our surprise round to push his thing into the pit.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Team
okay.
push.
Team push. Okay.
As you guys are walking, you see a bat just flutter.
Oh, that's totally the imp. He's
Oh,
fucking with us.
yeah. Familiar.
Okay. Can we shoot it?
Skizit.
Yeah, you
Skizit,
can
go
try.
murder that
It's
bat, please.
making its way to the end of the hallway by the time you catch it.
I'm gonna try and thorn whip it.
All right,
Pull
go
it
for
in.
the attack.
Melee spell attack.
I
So
set my-
Skizit what turns into a bat and follows it?
Yes. Skizit will
I
also
also-
go back to follow it.
I shot my bow at it too, if that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say disadvantage, but you did really well. And the thorn whip thing. All right, yeah. So as it whips by and you guys are fucking quick on the draw, it lashes you, or Hami lashes up at it, and Darius just draws his short bow, and bang! You guys smash that little bat out of the air, and it spirals into the little imp mid-flight. Hits the side of the wall there. Roll damage and damage. It smashes into the wall, kind of bounces off, and just keeps running blindly towards the end of the hallway.
The thorn whip does pull at 10. I don't know if that has an influence on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it would get it back to here. And it pulls it into the pit, so you guys lose sight of it again. You're like scrambling. Any follow-up?
What the hell was
Yeah,
that?
I guess I'll make
The
my way.
familiar went after it.
Yeah, I sent Skizit. Skizit has Devil Sight. He'll deal with it. It's not my problem anymore.
Now we're done with it?
I mean, if it's
like,
still down there, we can crush it with a sarcophagus.
Yeah, true.
I gave Skizit explicit instructions: murder that bat. When Skizit sees it again, because it will murder it. I see nothing for us to worry about.
Alright, sounds good. Let's strength check this thing into the pit.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay.
So you guys all group up and you strength check the hell out of this sarcophagus. And you push. Are you pushing the lid off or are you pushing the whole thing?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
All together now.
You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 humans. Some of more than average strength. It doesn't move at all. It's 9 feet long in a stone sarcophagus. You estimate this thing weighs close to 4,000 pounds. Guess don't move it much at all. It doesn't move. Might be in the
Well, I'm
floor.
all out of ideas.
So do we open it?
We've tried nothing and we're out of options.
We've tried violence and now I'm out of options.
Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful idea. If it'll
Is
be
there
easier to
any-
move it if it's broken and smashed into little pieces.
Oh,
Before we do that, is there any draconic on it? Before we destroy it?
If Darius speaks any draconic, I'm stabbing him.
Here, you can take my spot closer to Darius then.
Make
there
a
anything?
wisdom save for your skizzer there as we're doing this.
Wisdom save skips it.
Does it have like immunity to frighten or anything? As an imp?
No.
So as you guys are pushing, Skizit comes.
Advantage on saving throws, sorry.
Okay,
All
it's
of
okay.
it, Yeah.
Oh, all right. Then make an attack for Skizit.
Oh, Skizit, you gotta murder this thing so bad. Skizit, did I put your sting it good? Oh, Skizit, buddy, that's not good.
How much health does Skizit have?
10.
All right. Skizit dies. You feel the link severed.
Idiots! Killed your thing!
Can I see and blast whatever just killed Skizit?
I mean, you're focused on this at the
I am
moment.
focused on this. You're right. I just said
Skizit was doing his own thing. You just feel those connections severed. Going, oh, what? Fuck!
God damn it, Skizit.
I lost my Skizit Wi-Fi signal.
Did we find any draconic on the, on the sarcophagus?
No, I don't think so. 6 rusted iron latches hold down the sarcophagus lid.
Rusted.
No writing.
Do you guys want me to tell it to awaken in Draconic?
No. No, I do not.
Okay, we'll
Can
bench
you tell
that
it?
idea for now.
Can you
Sure.
tell it to stay dead in Draconic?
Can I?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, then yes, I will tell it to stay dead.
I mean, you could, like, repeat whatever poetry you want to it if you really wanted to.
Time. All for it.
Okay, should we try to open the lid, or... I don't want to start trying to open the lid on my own if that's not what everybody wants.
Might be a good
Do
time
we
to
inspect the room first?
Oh, I'm so down to open lids. I think that.
All right, so the room
treasure.
is, like I said, violet marble tiles cover the floors. Everything is cracked and broken. There's one sconce growing with it burns continuous with a greenish fire, and the central piece is a marble sarcophagus. There's no other distinguishing things in this room.
I have a question.
Oh, the coffin is carved with dragon imagery, and the head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon's head. So, sorry, what was your question?
Are hooded lamps, are they just, like, do they use oil or no?
Yeah. But I'll assume
Maybe
you
we
have
can just
enough-
light it on fire.
Pardon me?
Maybe we can just put oil on the sarcophagus and light it.
Potentially. I mean, I know you threw a lot of flasks of your oil at the start. You were all about soaking those.
Yes,
dragon
I did, but I don't know if anyone else has or not.
Marble isn't really susceptible to fire, though.
But oil is.
The oil can get into the cracks. Do we want to fill the sarcophagus with oil and then light it on fire and have it explode open?
Maybe.
we'll
guy
fill
are
whatever's
notoriously
inside.
airtight.
I feel like the treasure's probably inside the sarcophagus. Whatever we came here for is in there. Maybe we should just open it. Although, I think we should kill this imp asshole first.
Nick, were you gonna suggest a quick break?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Okay. I think a
Quick
break
washroom break,
is a
refresh
great idea.
drinks.
Yeah.
Think about what you want to
just-
do.
Deal with that.
Add something. Sharon is training the night shift in a virtual training thingy. So after we get back to the break, I'll be very, very silent at the muted mic because she'll be.
Fair.
Yeah,
Very.
fair enough. All right. We can meet in 5 minutes.
We've got the Discord chat open, so if you write in there, everybody can just pay attention to it. Okay.
Somebody passed out.
Somebody got slammed, yeah.
I mean, part of me thinks that this sarcophagus has some trick to it, and we should try and figure it out. But another part of me wants chaos, so just open the fucking thing.
That's part of what I'm thinking. But I'm also thinking that if we open it, then that asshole bat imp thing might try to fight us at the same time as whatever's in the sarcophagus.
I see.
So maybe we kill the imp first. He's in the pit right now, isn't he?
I think so.
So we just walk up to the pit and start shooting his ass.
Yeah.
He's already in a kill pit. Just gotta kill him.
So Aaron messaged me about playing Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
He's like booking me. He's like, so this was like earlier today. He's like, you down to play Warhammer tomorrow? Like, sure. Like, not asking me for tonight. But no, tomorrow.
Yeah. I think he's busy tonight. I think he's finalizing the wedding suit stuff. On Sunday. Yeah, Sunday we took him out to a couple different places so he could get a feel for what he wants. He's looking for an olive green.
An olive green?
Yeah.
Is he going paintballing in it?
No. I mean, green is like, it's a reasonably common suit color. But, yeah, the wedding... Sorry?
For weddings, though?
What?
No, not for weddings, but, the color for their wedding is like a green. Like the bridesmaids' dresses are all green, and it's like a... sort of like a sunflowery kind of color scheme with greens.
So, I was born on St. Patrick's Day. Green is my favorite color. I love everything green. I would never consider getting married in a green suit. I think that's just...
Totally fair.
That's crazy.
But...
He
We'll
wants
see.
what he
Could be
wants. I think it'll look fine. It'll just be an unusual color scheme.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind. If I have to get another suit for another wedding, at least this time it's a color I don't already own.
Well, I can tell you that if I have to get a new suit, which I am hoping I don't, I am never ever going to use a green suit in my life.
No, I don't think you have to get a suit. Because of how many people they wanted to include, they decided to do like the day of wedding party, and like the responsibility stuff is just direct family, like siblings, and then the like bachelorette party is like a thing with friends.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about suits or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you're just like attending as like a guest, but you're involved in like the party stuff that happens before.
All the party, none of the responsibility.
Basically, yeah. The perfect role.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a what is it? A mullet without the shitty front part. It's all party, no business.
All party, no business.
I don't know if that has a particular name, but it should. And if we're all back, we will.
That's just long hair. All party, no business.
That's fair.
I think we're all back, though, aren't we? Maybe Tara's not back?
No confirmation.
I can
yet.
hear her
I'll get
stomping
it.
around. She's talking, but she's muted, so she thinks that people can hear, but she can't, or they can't hear. Oh, apparently she's not wearing her headset, but she can hear people on Discord. She's saying some really mean things about you guys. I'm not sure what's up with that.
David said I'm here, beef food.
Was it David? He just talked via.
Yeah, it was
Beep
beep
boop.
booping saying he's here.
I said I have my headset on, but I'm muted through Discord, so I can't say anything. Sorry, I thought I had time to toast a bagel.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
No, dude, don't apologize for me believing I had time to toast a bagel.
All right.
That's on me.
Then, if we're all here, we will resume. You guys have a plan?
Yeah. I want to open the sarcophagus. I think.
McGurgle will always vote for chaos.
I agree, but do we care about killing the imp first? That's my only
David
question.
said I help open it.
I think we can.
Whoa.
I think we can
Wow,
take
David,
the
okay.
imp. He's already taken some damage from the familiar. So.
We're not technically in combat with him. Can we, like, talk with him?
With who?
The imp.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, no,
What
but
language
we as a
can you
party.
speak?
It is yelling in common. That's what it taunted you guys with.
Fair.
Well, if we're talking to the imp, then I will draw my bow and prepare to shoot.
McGurgle's the poison effect wears off.
Oh, okay.
I agree
You're
with
on
Darius.
disadvantage.
I'm gonna ready myself to cast another Thorn Whip if it tries to fly away. I'll move over to the pit.
Me and Mir are gonna strength this the sarcophagus lid.
Strike it?
Well, strength. We're gonna push it.
There's 6
Push it off.
iron clasps holding it down.
Oh,
Rusted
okay.
on there.
I'm gonna smack one of those iron clasps with my hammer.
It busts free.
Nice. That's one.
Alright, what about the rest of you as you're kind of stepping towards the pit here, homie? And you
Is the
as
imp
Bree
not in
just
the pit?
smashes a clasp right off.
Is
Can
the
they
imp not in the
David
pit?
said I try picking a lock if there is one.
No locks. Only iron clasps. As you look around the edges, it's a stone top to this sarcophagus. The dragon carved in there.
Where's
As
the
you kind of
imp,
like
though?
peer out into over the edge here, homie. You hear.
Yeah.
Look scared.
Where is
Yeah,
he?
okay, so the imp's still in there?
You aren't sure. You can roll perception. Try and pick up where that came
Right,
from.
he's invisible. Okay.
You're not sure where the heck that came from. Maybe somewhere further down the hall.
David says, then I open the iron clasp with mage hand.
Mage hand has a very limited capacity, like 10 pounds. It's not strong enough. These clasps require a little bit more effort.
I smack another one with my hammer.
Flies off. There's 6.
David says, darn, I'm useless. Keep smacking. I keep smacking.
Alright. What about the rest of you as Brigitte makes her way?
I'll stand over the sarcophagus and I'll ready my action to attack something hostile if the thing pops open with a dangerous thing.
Okay.
I'm still having my bow drawn, facing the pit, in case the imp tries to mess with us again.
Brigitte, I don't sense any undead, but
I don't have a good feeling about this. As he's like holding his like holy relic as you get to the 4th clasp. He takes a step back.
I mean, we've come all this way, Urki. I don't know what else we're supposed to do.
Of course, just be careful. He takes a step further back.
McGurgle, who votes for chaos, smacks the final clasp with the club.
Well, there's 6 of them. I've done 4.
Alright, 5th one, bam!
Bam.
The last one is there. Just
Go
looming
for it,
before you
McGurgle.
all.
Okay, I hit the last one.
Boom! McGurgles in quick succession takes the last 2 clasps off. You can see that the lid kind of is open a little bit. You can push it off now.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a good shove. No, I'm not.
Alright, McGurgle will help.
Riggy kind of pulls her back a little bit, but McGurgle steps in. And homie, you kind of step out of the way here as the tomb lid just... And inside the sarcophagus, as the dust kind of clears away from the area, is a troll dressed in rotted finery, but with jeweled and adorned rings and tiny silver dragons still sparkling on the jewels. He opens his eyes. Roll initiative.
I feel like we would get a surprise round on that one.
Well, I did have an attack prepared.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess if you want to launch it into the dust, basically.
Immediately smack the troll right in the face.
Yeah, with the...
Walls are the ones that we need fire to kill, right? Would any of us know that? If that is the
I don't
case.
I
You
don't
can
know.
roll an intelligence check. I'll make it pretty low considering common knowledge of these things. Okay. So many things are happening all at once.
McGurgle extra doesn't know what the hell this thing is.
It's definitely not a dragon.
I rolled a 20 for my intelligence save. Or was it not a save? Or was it just intelligence?
Just intelligence. Oh,
How do I...
yeah.
Oh,
You-
still rolls a 20, it's fine.
Well, you rolled a nat 20 this time.
Yeah.
Okay, is everybody on the turn order? Brigitte, Mir, Homie, Darius, Urki. I don't have McGurgle. Wait, he's
Urki's
up
a
top.
3.
3.
Max's character's just like, that's a German black-spotted troll from the eastern region.
Alright,
Mitch rolled a 21 for his initiative.
yeah, he's on there at the top. Okay.
Perfect.
So you can make your attack, Connor.
I rolled a 14 there. I don't know if that hits.
That does not hit. It kind of just slaps into like part of his fleshy troll hide, but you didn't drive it home because you weren't sure where you were hitting, and it doesn't seem to affect him well.
Tight.
Whoa. Weird. Popped out the initiative order. Let's see, public, perfect. Okay, so first up, McGurgles.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna
David said new
use
plan same as
my
old
Morning
plan.
Star.
Push it
Give
in the
him a
pit.
big ol' slap.
Alright. You jump up and you slap into it, and this thing kind of just... And you hit like a part that should be impactful, but it doesn't seem to do anything to this troll.
That's it.
Brigitte,
Yeah,
you're
push
up.
it in the pit. Okay,
Oh, can I do a shove in addition
No.
to an
Shoving
attack?
in 5e
No,
is an
it,
action.
it is an action. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
okay, I'm within melee range, right? Two hands, smack it. I mean, I've already been warming up with my hammer. 19.
That'll hit. You
Four.
smash this dragon.
4.
This dragon priest. And it reels back from the hit just a little bit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna, I want to use my movement to... Actually, no, I'm not gonna use my movement. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stand my ground, make myself firm.
Okay. Valmir, you're up. So the dragon beast reels around to face Brigitte. The troll. Eldritch Blast at point blank does have disadvantage. You're right up in there. That'll still hit. You just blast it right in the face. Does it go 10 feet back if it's a large creature still? Okay. The dragon beast flies back from Mir, just blasting up into it. It kind of staggers, almost falls over the sarcophagus lid as it reels back. And the troll will take a turn. Rearing up, and we'll take a step back, going for Mir here, who just blasted it.
So is he like kind of standing up on the sarcophagus?
Yeah, I'll kind of walk forward and like, swing down one of his clawed hands. And he will smash Mir good for 11 slashing damage. Just all bestial, but he is wearing like these fine, like creased robes, and he's got these like jewelry and shit all over him. Homie, you're up.
Alrighty, I am gonna try and grease this motherfucker. Juicy.
All
Has to make a deck save.
Right away, or at the start of his turn.
No, when the grease appears, each creature standing in the area must make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Alright, the dragon priest
Where are you putting it?
does not, as he falls prone. Just slips back on the top of the sarcophagus here, tumbling down before everyone.
So yeah, it's a 10-foot square, so it's basically just the 10 feet he's in right now. That's greased.
Gotcha.
Alright, anything else?
Guess I should move. Are we trying to knock him back still? Should I not move behind him? Or do you want me to move in to flank him? Actually, you know what? Darius is about to go. I'll move forward one. I'll flank with Darius. And Good Boy will move up one beside me and do a force empowered rend.
Alright, that won't hit. Dragon priest just kind of slaps him aside with his hand.
Nice.
Alright.
That's my turn.
You're up.
So, what do I know about it? Because I rolled a 20.
You've heard that fire hurts trolls.
Okay, grease is flammable, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
I mean, it's made with pork rind or butter. It burns.
That is the
It
component of the spell, yeah.
doesn't catch fire.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Doesn't
it
say
is.
in the rules that it's flammable. Yeah.
It isn't,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay.
I am in flank
In fact,
position for you, though.
I feel like burning it would make it less slippery.
Yeah, but I just wanted to set the thing on fire.
You could put all the grease on the floor so that when he pushes him, he slides farther back.
Oh, the grease is on the floor.
Yeah. Then I'll do a slash with my short sword then.
Alright. You will get advantage, and you get sneak attack. So that will hit.
Alright.
As you're able to drive your blade deep into this fleshy hide.
So, and then I get the sneak attack too, you said?
Yeah, because one of your allies is within 5 feet, so you get your sneak attack bonus at least once per round.
So 11.
Nice. Solid hit as this thing reels in pain and kind of spins back at you, like looming over you now. That's a solid hit. Alright. Urky is up. Urky, oh goodness! He's gonna use Sacred Flame. And the troll dodges it, so no damage. My girls, you're up.
I'm going to smack him again.
Nice.
I gotta get back to my core page.
That will not hit. Wait, do you have flanking? Yeah, okay.
I do
with the dog?
With the dog, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that'll hit.
Cool. Then I roll for damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
that is a fucking good roll.
Mhm.
Yeah. This thing cries in pain as you like just slam it in the knee and it kind of buckles backwards. Oh wait, everyone gets advantage because it's on the ground. I keep forgetting. But y'all flanking anyway. Hard for one creature to fight off 5. Okay. Brigitte, you're up.
Okay.
Unless you have more to do there.
I'm
Yours.
going to. I want to attack him with my hammer, and then if that hits,
Yep.
I'm also gonna do psionic strike. About can I? Whoop. So I hit, and then I expend 1 die to deal force damage to target equal to the number rolled on my. Okay, so I roll my d6.
So your attack and your d6.
My d6 plus my intelligence? Okay, hold on. What is my intelligence?
Smart fighter.
1. Okay, so d6 plus 1. 8 plus 3.
Alright, so how do you finish him?
Oh, I want to hammer him in the gut, like right in the stomach,
Yep.
and have him kind of like hinge on himself and slide back on the grease away from me in like a crumbled pile of troll.
Alright, yeah. So you just swing this big uppercut right into his stomach. And the psionic boom just goes off as you make the impact. And this troll like lifts up, kind of cringes into like a fetal position, like flying a little bit up off the ground. Just kind of and falls back in the grease. Very unceremoniously.
David said I don't trust that it's all the way dead. I blasted
Wait,
towards the pit.
Yeah, we're putting it in the pit.
I liked the music.
I do not trust it at all either.
The troll
It
lays
went down way too quick. It is coming back.
Yeah, the imp also is still around, isn't it?
Yeah. It's somewhere.
It's invisible, so it could be anywhere.
Alright.
Start wildly swinging your weapons.
And we gotta put him in the pit first.
I'm gonna light a fire, and actually here, do we have oil, like actual oil?
I do not have any left. I used one on a rat and one on the captain.
I don't think I have.
As you're
So you
sifting
should-
through the bag,
Sorry.
you see a bunch of torches, and the troll begins to move ever so slightly.
Okay, well we'll use the torches then. Try to light the troll on fire with his own
Torches.
flesh.
In the pit. Fire and pit.
And so you put the fire up, and the troll's flesh actually ignites pretty quickly. It seems that their flesh burns.
In the pit. In the pit. Question. You said that the sarcophagus was 9 feet long.
Yep.
So the lid is 9 foot long.
Yep.
And what's the distance of the pit?
It's a 15-foot pit, 10-foot drop.
15. Jesus Christ. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna telekinetic movement the sarcophagus is a little bridge across the pit, but
It's a bit on the heavy side.
it's
Maybe the
also
lid.
too short. Yeah, the lid, but it's too short.
I start trying to pull it towards the pit.
Make a strength check.
The troll.
Yes.
You
It
move it a
must
little
go
bit.
in the pit.
It's a struggle. Homie, you get involved?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys start pushing this thing. Yeah, everyone gets involved. This thing starts moving. Like some sort of gross, wicked toboggan. You guys drag it along the ground there. You get to the pit edge. And you realize he's wearing a decent amount of gems as you're about to push him in.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. I don't trust him.
Wait,
No,
wait.
Parts of his body is like burning and sizzling a little bit. And you guys are sort of burning away the robes, and you can see like an ornate, like dragon
David
thing
said
on
in
his
the pit.
like necklace on
Wait.
him.
In the pit.
And, like
I do like the
some
idea of
rings and
looting
stuff.
Grab the
Great.
gems.
Yep. Try to loot. Can we make some sort of a check to grab stuff
Sparta.
quickly?
Yeah, so like make a sleight of hand check to get these things before like the fire hurts you.
I'm okay if the fire hurts me a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fire gets Jesus, Connors. You just dove right in there. And Max, you take 5 fire damage. You guys loot everything, but
Okay, cool. What do we
you guys
get?
do burn yourselves a bit in the effort here.
5, you said?
Yeah, well, it was 6 for you, 5 for Max. Jeez.
Oh, okay.
Sorry that we're hilarious.
Yeah, just a little extra burning. Okay, in the loot or in the sarcophagus, there is a lot of gold.
Ooh, how much gold?
Let me see my notes. So
Ending
between
the group
pillaging,
loot page.
You're doing the group loot? Okay.
I'm doing the group loot. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing
Nice.
there.
so
Did we manage to
between
get him in the pit?
the troll and the sarcophagus, this is what you guys find. I just put it in the chat. So
Yep.
an ornate dagger, 2 silver rings, a silver amulet.
Oh, command scroll. That's pretty sweet.
Sarcophagus. Phagos? There we go.
Sarcophagus. Yeah.
Yes. Like esophagus, but not.
But sarcophagus.
It's a sarcophagus, clearly.
Sounds like a metal band.
Sounds like a bit of a slur too.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently I still spelt it wrong. Okay. Cool. Saved.
Alright, and that was pulled off the troll.
Oh, I guess I should clarify that we didn't loot the troll. Like, we didn't get the troll as loot. From the troll.
Alright. So you guys push the troll body into the pit?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Not be trusted.
It lands impaled by many spikes. They don't make it all the way through the body, and the body continues to burn little bits at a time. All the areas you've lit it up.
On the spit.
It's a gross, awful smell that comes off it. And it's down in there, burning. Well done. That is all I have for this dungeon, really.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, that's
You're not supposed to admit that to us.
That's not true. I got a few more things, actually.
We
But-
do still have the imp somewhere.
That's true. What do you guys do?
I am going to put a rope between us and the other side of the pit.
Alright.
Yeah.
You don't want to just use the body of the troll as a stepping stone?
Well, I
I mean,
figured like
it is
we-
burning.
Yeah.
You can wait.
Definitely doable.
I mean,
But
in
will
the
it be
meantime, while
strong
we're
enough?
waiting, I'm gonna build a little bit of a rope bridge. Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Between the rope bridge effort and the troll bridge burning, I'll let you guys get to the other side over the course of the next 20 minutes safely.
What is it that makes this dragon necklace valuable?
It has... I really thought about it. Just
It
put
doesn't.
in.
I guess it's a very specific question. It doesn't have a gem or crystal that's worth at least 100 GP in it somewhere, does it?
Yeah, I was picturing like a metallic like figurine basically on a necklace.
Okay, all right. So not a
I
gem.
think our journal.
Pardon me?
Where's our journal at?
It should be in the
Oh,
If you
never mind, I
go-
see it.
under Elf
There we go,
PCs,
yeah.
maybe.
I wasn't. I was looking at it like it would have the sticky note like Replute does.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't actually reading the things. I was looking at the pictures.
Gotcha.
Homie walks over to McGurgle and says, "McGurgle, would you be so kind as to throw my dog across that pit?"
You don't want him to use the rope bridge?
I don't think he can use the rope bridge.
As you guys are discussing this, you hear,
Foolish adventurers. Terrified of pit.
Hi, Sammy. Yeah.
Does the amulet have anything to do with that dragon cult that worshipped the Ashradalon or whatever its name was? Because that's in our notes.
So, actually, as you're looking around on the inside of the sarcophagus lid, it does have a slight history of what this priest was imprisoned for.
Ooh.
Apparently, he delved into forbidden magic, and he was sequestered here by a spell. In a year, you read, like 120 odd years ago.
Wonder why they didn't just kill. He's a bitch.
Can we ask the imp to come with us?
Ask the imp anything you'd like.
I asked the imp if he wants to come with us.
You just like yell this into the area?
Yeah.
You don't hear any response.
Doesn't he want to see what happens?
What language do you speak?
He speaks McGurgle.
I mean, I assume that the imp just kind of knows what I want. And then, yeah, he just kind of figures it out.
As you yell it into the Citadel, you just hear back,
Don't trust. Watch. Huh? Idiots fall.
But, like, does he want to keep making fun of us?
pretty much.
Well, then why won't he come with us?
Because you guys attacked him last time.
He attacked us first.
I mean, to be fair, he did
bit
it.
No,
me.
he actually
It's
didn't.
true.
He flew by us and we attacked him.
Alright, as you
No,
make your
he
statement,
first.
roll
He
persuasion.
bit McGurgles.
Roll what?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay.
Oh yeah, all the charisma this fish man has.
That's yeah.
It
That's
just
actually a pretty good roll.
cackles into the abyss.
Okay. I mean,
sorry, it's a
we don't-
chaotic demon.
We don't need him. I just figured that he'd want to see what happens.
He might.
He
Still.
seems to know what's going to happen. I'm curious if he wants to see what happens.
He might be able to see. Regardless.
I mean, he could just be following us without us knowing.
Maybe.
Boom.
Alright, I'll climb back across the rope. that
Me
we
too.
set up.
Alright.
Oh, can you throw my dog? Or is
Alright.
it a bridge?
It's not really a bridge.
Like
I
lowers you
vote
down
for
onto the
Critique
troll
to
body
throw
and
the dog.
you climb back up the other side.
So the dog can make it, or will I have to throw him?
The dog can make it. We'll say over time you guys figure this out. No
Okay.
more damage for the pit.
Pit's head, it's
You
fine.
take your time and you do it. Between the rope
David
and the
was
troll body.
David was talking to the imp in Primordial. Or, yeah, I think that's primordial. He says he won't kill him, but he can watch.
Okay. You get the sense that the imp isn't responding anymore. So what do you guys do?
I think it's time to go home.
Back to the town.
Tajula said nope, I've not learned.
Well, you have now. Just didn't like your first one.
Didn't like the first one. Alright, let's get out of here, unless, yeah, apparently you can't edit, and you have to type it correctly the first time. That's fair. If the thing's not gonna listen to Mirror. Oh, apparently I'm dragging footsteps, too.
Yeah, your further efforts to talk to the imp don't get any response. I apologize.
Yep.
So what do you
My
guys do?
attempts at making the DM's life difficult failed.
There'll be another time for that.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm happy to indulge, but 7 wasn't enough for the imp. But so what's the play now? So you don't have to walk the whole way. You can tell me what you do.
Go get Meepo and add him to the party.
Leave that shit stain where he belongs.
He wasn't useful. He didn't want to fight anybody. We left him in a perfectly safe situation, and he got himself beat up. Like
He was the comic relief character.
Excuse
Yeah, I think
me.
we're just good to go back to town and tell that
Yeah.
sad dwarf man that he's gonna die in a year or two.
Oh. Do we have to tell him?
We don't have to tell him, but it is gonna happen.
Maybe he'll pay us for knowledge.
Guess I
Yeah,
don't need my
well-
worldly possessions. Here's all my money.
Alright,
Okay.
let's go.
Let's
Yeah, we'll
leave.
tell him we have very, very important knowledge that's critical to his life, and if he pays us, we'll tell him it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
All right.
Something a lawful good character would do, right?
David said I vote leaving him in ignorant bliss.
Fair.
Why tell this man his life is going to end prematurely when he can just live his life like everybody else who dies prematurely?
We do need to tell the mayor, though, because when he dies, he's going to come back as one of those tree things and try to kill people.
Oh.
So as you guys make your way out of the Citadel, back up the fortress entrance, past their old...
Sunlight.
Silent guest? Who the fuck is that?
Don't worry about that. I don't know. Volo has other parties coming and going. Don't worry about it.
Who joined the party? Why is he silent?
So you guys climb back up the ravine,
Yeah. I assume.
and you make your way back to Maplehurst.
It's been years
Well
since
done.
I've seen the light.
It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been 1 week since you looked at me.
You guys are back in town.
Excellent. I go immediately to the inn. We
Yeah,
have a drink.
is there some shit going on in town? I see boys with weapons.
No, I've populated a bit.
Oh, okay. Well, these
Oh,
guys
right,
probably
was
should've
put
broken
some
out in
down.
town.
I didn't mean to only guards, but that's fine.
We know too much.
You need a bath, McGurgles? The well is, it's been a
Oh
little
yeah,
low,
I
the well
immediately
is-
jump in the immediately jump in their well.
I go to the inn.
All right, you guys freshen up.
Actually,
Is this-
it's the general store owner's the one.
No, I need a
Kids.
drink before I talk to her. Her kids are dead.
Can I go to whatever the guy that ate the apple is at?
That's the blacksmith, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to the blacksmith.
David said yes, so many drinks. We can tell her in the morning.
Agreed.
Well, I am telling the blacksmith now.
Homie thinks it's rude to make her wait, but he also doesn't understand people much, so he's just gonna follow your lead and come to the bar, or come to the inn.
All right.
There's even more people with weapons now.
No, they're just
they're
townsfolk.
just villagers. One
Yeah.
guy has a pie.
Yeah.
That could be a weapon.
Oh, there's some cats.
Nice. Oh yeah.
That lady's reading a book. This is the village from Beauty and the Beast.
This town's bustling. Where's Gaston at?
Hold on, I'm working on it. There he is.
As
Boom.
always.
There he is. Yeah, look at
Oh yeah.
him. Such a Chad.
All right. See,
Oh, those
town
cats are
doesn't-
cows.
Now it doesn't look so harsh. Okay. Wait. So where do you guys go? Everybody's going different directions. Darius marches towards the blacksmith. Brigitte said in first. Hami follows.
And so does Mir. Oh, I think.
Mir went towards the church. That's fine. Mir's going there. Urki follows you towards the
And
inn.
McGurgles is in the well.
I'm in the well.
Much to the dismay of the citizens of the town, I'm sure.
Ah!
We finally
A small
got the
crowd
fishy
gathers
smell
around
out of the
McGurgles.
well.
Thought the biggest building would be the inn.
Alright.
Not used to religious town.
Alright, so you guys walk in, and have you rested since you came and fought the troll, or are you just blood covered?
No, I think we walked straight out of that
We're
troll
pretty blood
situation.
covered.
We
and-
wanted the hell out of there.
Yeah.
So you come in and you
Burned,
look pretty
blood
ragged. The
covered.
market's like, oh, why, you're back. Jesus, are you okay?
Got
No.
a big spike hole through my leg
Yeah.
that I haven't repaired yet.
Ale, please, now.
Yes, of course. He quickly brings you multiple rounds. Looks like use it on the house. No, there you go.
Appreciated. The Kaibold's reward for doing their bidding was giving us a key that fucked our shit up.
No, you don't say. The kobold's reward. Where have you been?
So long story.
All right. Well, that unfolds. Darius, you make your way straight to the blacksmith's house. You come upon the window and you see the blacksmith in there working. Ting.
I shift into a human, since, changeling stuff.
All right. Okay. Do you want to do this like in front of people, or are you like?
No, can I say I did it before we entered town?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just shift
Okay.
into somebody you've seen before, one of your shipmates with
Yeah.
the day. Okay. So you're up at the window.
I knock on the window.
Lad, what? Go around. The door. See him pointing. What are you doing? He comes towards the door. Opens it. Ding ding. So he's just like standing in the doorway here. Can I help you?
Okay. No, but I can help you.
Hmm.
I was with the party that went into the ravine, looking about the apples you ate.
Aye. What about
I got
them?
some news for you. You might want to sit down.
Oh, okay. Then I suppose come on in. Who's Max in there? All right. So he leads you in. You guys sit down. All right, lad. What's your news? Because
Hey,
these
can I-
apples.
Can I interrupt for a second and get some clarification before you do this?
Yeah.
So our understanding out of game, our understanding was that the people that eat the apples will eventually turn into the treant creatures. Is that accurate, or do
No, if
did we
they
imagine-
plant the seeds, if they plant the apples.
So when the seeds are planted, they turn into the tree monsters. When the people eat the apples, they do eventually die and turn into the zombies.
The zombies, right?
Okay. All right. So it is correct then that this guy is going to die
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
I feel like I wrote it down somewhere.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure.
This was a discussion before the the session that wasn't clarified once we got started.
Yeah, before you start talking to the villagers about it, I wanted to make sure.
All right.
I think we're good to resume there, right?
Yeah,
think
sorry. I'm
Nick
just
is just
reading what my
checking where he's
notes
read it.
say altogether. Because I had notes to give to you, and then people were like, nah, we'll read it later.
Yeah, that
And then
sounds
I
like
forgot where it was.
All I remember is something bad happens if we eat the apple.
Okay.
And then I had this one wrote to. So 5 to 7 year lifespan. Then the host is killed, and then they become a zombie ghoul-like creature. He's building an army of these, and each apple can make a lot of seeds.
All right.
So he's building like a little army, slowly but surely, and then learning the powers of the tree.
David asked if we're
Okay.
sure it will still happen since we burned the tree.
No,
That's a good point,
nobody
but
knows
I would
anything
think
that could happen now.
No guarantee that stops it.
Yeah.
No guarantee of anything.
given that typically, seeds are completely independent of the tree, that's kind of the point of them. I would say that it probably won't change anything. If this guy thinks he's only going to have 6 months and he gets 8 months, he's going to be pretty freaking happy. I think it's best just to tell him.
Oh, yeah. How long ago did he eat the apple? Did we ever ask that? Or ever learn?
You gonna ask him right now?
Good. Okay. Are we good to resume the bad news?
Role play.
Yeah, I wrote 5 to 7 years, but let's change that to 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
It's been 5 to 7 years. You know, lad, I've been feeling a little sick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not too long for a dwarf, but in relevance to the storytelling. Okay, yeah, back to telling him bad news.
So, first off, some slightly good news.
Hi.
We learned what happened to the seeds you planted.
Hi.
They were
Go
not
on,
stolen. Apparently, the seeds of these apples turn into little tree monsters.
You don't
So
say.
those spikes and those little circle footprints you saw were actually the tree monsters leaving after you planted them.
What kind of tree turns into a monster? That don't make no sense.
Well, it doesn't have to make sense.
Aye, true enough. Many things don't make sense.
Now, on to the worst news.
Worse than that.
Yeah,
Trees
so how
becoming
long
monsters.
ago
Okay,
did
go
you
on.
eat this apple?
Yay. Cured me heart.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
Aye, near 4 months now.
Alright, so
Why look so grim, boy? Tell me.
at best, you have about a year and a half to live.
Wait, what do you mean?
Those apples, when you eat them, they cut your lifespan to about, at most, 2 years. And after those 2 years are up, you turn into some like mind-controlled tree zombie. We fought a lot of them down in the pit.
You're joking with me.
I wish I was.
Ooh, you got any proof of this, boy?
we have notes. We have the notes, right? Or was that just...
Yeah, you got
Yeah, we took
Okay.
them with us, yeah.
We have the research notes with us. They're not on my person, but they're with my comrades.
So with that, he, takes the news. Better than you expected. Sullen dwarf had his ears. We'll flip back to the well here with McGurgles. As you're soaking yourself and you're drawing a bit of a crowd. Like a couple of women who are coming with water pails, and like one guards come up like, hey, that's the local water. You can't do that.
I'm like signaling to the people with the buckets. I'm like asking them to just pass the bucket down. I'll help you collect the water.
Hey, fish man, you gotta get out of that well. That's for everyone to drink.
McGurgle doesn't understand the concept of like the difference between drinking water and bathing water, so he doesn't really like get why someone would be telling him to leave.
Yeah, I get it. This guy's like, hey, what do I do about this?
They're gonna have to make me leave. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Can we hear the commotion from outside? The
No,
bar?
it's not that much ruckus yet. It's just like one guy being like dismayed, like, what? How am I supposed to handle this? McGurgles.
What even is this thing?
Yeah. Are you like bathing in the well? Are you like pulling the buckets up?
Oh, I'm like helping. Like if someone actually drops a bucket, I'm gonna like collect some water and then send it back up.
That's fair. So he's not really sure how to handle it. You're not really, but you're like here. Also kind of disturbing people. But it's fine. It's just a weird standoff where you're getting water and he doesn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
We'll go back to the bar here. So the rest of you're served drinks. It's refreshing.
Oh. Feeling a lot better.
It's nice to be in civilization, not surrounded by goblins and creaking bats and bugs and stuff.
Erky, I forgot to ask, how long did they hold you in that makeshift prison?
I was in there for, well, you lose track of time, but I think almost 3 months.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think everybody probably gave up on me. My uncle's actually the priest here.
Really?
Yeah, Corky Timbers.
Oh.
Yep. I was gonna come study under him. He probably thought I was dead. Gave away my position. Huh. I'll have to go see what he's doing. Once I sleep. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day.
You should probably take a bath, too.
What?
You stink.
Oh, well, yes, of course. I guess I've been in a prison for several months.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm just saying.
He looks down. He's like, oh my goodness. I kind of forgot he's like wearing like a pillowcase basically.
Dobby the half.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And the broad light of day, it's really jarring.
Yeah. I need a nap.
So,
Erky passes out at the bar.
I'll ask him.
Sure.
So, Erky, so you don't have a place in this town? You don't have your own?
Well, no. I mean, my uncle is the priest at the shrine of Paylor there. I assume he would be able to put me up. Again, if he thinks I'm alive, if he's even still here.
I'll say just 1 second, and I'll. Who do I go to get a room at the inn?
You can talk
David
to the
said how
barkeep
many
here,
drinks
or-
until I pass out.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I try to keep up with Bridget Hupp.
I'll I'll get 2 rooms from the barkeep there. One for me and one for Erky. And I'll tell him sorry we let him down earlier with the spike trap. Room's on us.
Oh, it's okay. It happens. Adventures, they don't always go your way.
True.
Sorry if I sounded sour there, Brigitte.
Pats your unconscious form. The barkeep takes your 5 silver per room for the evening.
Cool.
Glad to keep you.
I actually have no gold on my character sheet because we haven't divvied up any of the group loot yet.
So you reach into like.
I'm gonna write minus 10 CP for now. when we divvy up the group loot, it'll write itself.
So
Okay, you pay in the morning anyway.
Yeah, tap.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So
So was David able to keep up with Brigida, or did he pass out?
did she just
Before.
fall asleep, or did she pass out drinking?
I fell asleep
Yeah.
/ passed out drinking.
Okay. So after the first round, it will cost like, we'll say 10 more silver for your drinks.
Okay.
And you can both roll a Constitution save to see who stays up longer. If you guys are just slamming the drinks,
15.
and we'll see if Mir can match that. But that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Mir's right there with you, but he goes down, and then you like smile, and then you put your head down
Ha.
as you see Mir just pass out. You're like barely holding on, but
I'm
you know you
holding.
won, and then
I
Go pass out.
see Mir go down, and I finish his drink, and then I go down.
Oh, nice. That's the move. You're like going down as you reach across the table. You're like, go down sideways with it like just spilling out from your mouth. You guys
I'm like, you
both
did
are just
good,
passed
friend.
out like center of the table, face sideways in like a small pool of the mead from the bottom of the cup.
Perfect. I'm sure they'll charge me accordingly for sleeping at the bar.
Honey, should we leave them here? I'm going to the bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get cleaned up, and then I got a large gem to find. Rest up, Erky.
Oh, yeah, likewise. Thank you.
Erky goes upstairs and promptly goes to sleep. You
Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep, but I am gonna get myself cleaned up so I'm not covered in like troll blood and shit when I go to the shop.
it's been a long
Recharge.
week.
Yeah, tune up dog. He's taking some damage.
All right, we'll switch
Did
back to
McGurgle sleep in the well?
McGurgle.
Yeah. Oh,
How long do you
for
hang
sure.
out by the well? This guy's like, can you not?
I'm like,
Just set up shop in the well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude's like sitting down, like next to you, just staring you down, like.
Just pay him like a couple silver. Like what? I'm renting the well for the day.
Tomorrow we establish a sign of boil water advisory.
Yeah, more guards come by. They tell him about McGurgle's affiliation with the mercenaries, so they don't mess with you, but they keep an eye on you because they're still very awed out by the whole idea. Is this where you hang out for the evening? And,
oh,
Derek-
he's like fast asleep. He doesn't notice any of this.
Okay. Yeah, the guard like posts up and is like just sitting here watching you. He kind of passed out too.
I guess it's kind of a problem because like how are they gonna get him out of the well?
They hope he's just gonna leave peacefully. Darius, you're up. How do you end the conversation with a solemn dwarf, but a stoic one? Well, if you got nothing else for me, I'll get back to my work.
Do you have like a couch I can crash on?
Yeah, of course, here, boy. You can go. Just points out like a semi-leather stool bench thing by the door. If you'd
Let me
like.
just give you the worst news of your life. Oh, can I crash on your couch?
kind of between homes right now.
I'll be working for the next hour. Ting, ting, ting.
I'll just go lay down on the bench.
All right. Well, he eventually stops, and you pass out pretty quick, regardless of the noise. It's been a long week.
Okay.
All right. The sun goes down, and then it comes back up, and you all feel rested.
Excellent.
You may take a long rest.
Nice. All of the blood from the troll has washed off into the well.
You're looking all
David said
leathery
feather.
and nice,
Was it magic?
shiny.
Oh, David was attuning to the feather while we were drinking before he
Oh.
passed out.
Oh,
Just
Yeah.
chugging mead and staring at a feather.
But we were distracted by Darius giving bad news to the goblin, or to the dwarf.
oh, excellent. Sorry, this booze is running through. I'll run to the washroom. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Oh. Nice jammies.
Jimmy jammies. So you guys don't mind if I snag 100 gold from the group loot here to buy a gem and make my homunculus?
McGurgle literally doesn't have any need for gold.
Okay.
I think we have enough to spare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think your
had a
portion
free
is
night of
more than
sleep,
100.
so I'm good.
Yeah.
Didn't have to pay for a room.
Fair.
Save
Although
some
the
money.
10 silver is not much compared to the 100 gold.
I mean, it'll add up.
Yeah. We actually got some pretty good gold off that troll. It had 400 GP.
Yeah, we have more than enough, but
Oh, yeah.
I would recommend you selling that dragon amulet and trying to make a trade with the jeweler. Because
I was thinking of doing it with the ceremonial
carry
dagger.
that.
It's a little lower in value. Maybe I
Okay.
can. I'll bring both, and if he doesn't think it's enough, I'll pull out the ornate dragon necklace.
Yeah, I like that.
Just try and haggle.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the one thing that I have. Maybe this is me as a DM, but never use gold when you can barter. Because your DM's going to be a dick about bartering. Because I'm a dick about bartering.
Well, homie's charisma's pretty flat, so we'll see how this bartering goes.
Alright, I'm back, and I also forgot that you guys found this in the troll sarcophagus. So that's in the group loot too.
Broken dwarven relic.
Oh.
I
Can
will
I,
add it.
while everyone's sleeping, spend my night trying to repair it?
Oh.
It's like a chunk of like a tomb piece or like a headstone, and it's got some script on there. It's not much to like repair, but Brigitte, you would have noticed like words of like Gauntlgrim you recognize. You're like, what the fuck? And the rest is like ancient, archaic, dwarven gibberish.
Did I understand what the Gauntlgrim?
That's kind of like the dwarves' Atlantis.
Oh, gotcha. So that's surprising.
Yeah, what would a troll of dragons have with that?
He was dabbling in forbidden magic. Well, he might have stolen it. I don't know.
This might be a stereotype, but he didn't look like he knew how to read.
The troll?
I mean,
Right?
A troll.
What kind of
Wait.
a beast attacks with his claws?
we didn't give him much of a chance. He kind of like woke up and we beat him.
Yeah. I was trying to find that meme of the stone men beating people with sledgehammers and linked that, but I couldn't find it. Because that's kind of what we did to him. We knocked him down and just pounded him, and he died.
Yeah. That's got some good hits in there.
Okay.
Returns in a row of just 11 damage.
I wake up. I throw some money down on the bar top,
Okay.
and I put my hand on Mir's shoulder.
Oh, morning.
Morning.
Alright.
We gotta go give a mother some bad news.
Yeah, and a
And buy a
blacksmith.
gem.
Poor blacksmith.
Yeah, you guys can't
okay.
do your shopping as well.
Well, I would like to wake up a little early and try and make breakfast for me and the blacksmith.
Alright. You wander over to the inn here as everyone else is getting up. You come in. You're able to stir up some meals for the both of you. It'll be another 4 silver.
Alright.
And you bring it back to him. Do you say anything to anyone? You gotta see Darius come in.
Hey, Darius.
Hello.
That's a lot. You're hungry today? Oh, you must be getting from McGurgle then. Haven't seen him this tonight.
Oh, I have no idea where McGurgles is.
McGurgle has woken up and smells the food in the village and is just like wandering around trying to find wherever the food is. He's like going up to houses and like looking through the windows and like checking to see like food here? Food here?
This guard is just like following you passively, like, hey, leave him alone. Try to walk a disobedient dog.
He finds a blacksmith's house and sees Max's character on the sitting down with the blacksmith with the food out, and he's just like, and just walks into the building.
Oh wait. Now I remember you.
I just like take the blacksmith's food and start eating.
I thought you said you got that for me.
I'll just slide my plate over to the blacksmith then.
I appreciate that. Good lad. He starts eating, almost as ruckusly as McGurgles.
Oh.
Alright, the rest of you? You see Darius exit after just a few words. I don't know where McGurgles is, and he just walks out.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as I'm done, I leave.
As he's walking away, we see McGurgles climb out of the well and trail him.
Yeah.
I'd like to, at some point in time, buy some armor. Since we now have money.
Maybe we'll get a discount too.
I'm dressed in some disgusting...
You are looking and smelling much better, Erky.
Oh, thank you. I really, really needed that bath.
I probably should have taken one too. Oh well. Life of a dwarf.
I'm walking my robot dog over to the general store.
You guys get stairs. For sure.
I'm gonna tell him to lie down outside. All passive-like, so he doesn't scare people.
Alright. Some children are kind of like, ooh, look at that, Mom. Robot dog. Alright, you guys make it to the general store. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh wait, David never found out about the feather.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He tunes to the feather. Hold on.
We have so much gold in the group loot. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's nice.
We have so much raw gold. Like, not even just items worth gold. Oh man. Yeah, we can all splurge.
Yeah, we can get some good stuff. I feel like we did good in that dungeon.
Finished all my bonus quests and stuff.
And we still get our bonuses for giving the apples to the guy who hired us.
True.
We really need to find Bola.
Alright, I sent you
Oh, I think he'll find us.
the item there, David. I'll let you deal with that. Alright.
What?
The rest of you.
Woo! Woo!
It's like you just woke up and you remember what happened last night.
Was
You're
it
like,
worth it?
Right.
Yes.
We got a phoenix down.
What does that mean?
It's the revival item from Final Fantasy.
As I was feeling my way around the weave to try to understand what this feather could possibly do, I realized it's not a feather. It's actually an acorn. And then I'm going to put the feather in my pocket. And I'll use it when we need it.
And you'll use it what?
When we need it.
Ah, excellent.
But now it means that most likely if somebody dies, like
Oh,
or if I
It's not
I don't know if it's
Oh, it's
actually
not
a
a
phoenix
phoenix?
down.
Oh, okay.
I was joking.
Okay. I didn't want to have two people die in order for McGurgle to die in an epic fight.
Duh. Fair. Okay. The rest of you. You make it to the general store?
In we go.
Alright. You meet up with Kira. And sitting next to her is this little creature.
Oh.
Wings all tucked in. Just all tucked in there. It's just like a cat with these weird like eagle wings. It's just sitting next to her, cleaning itself. Oh, hello. Good to see you again.
I'm afraid it's not as good as we hoped it would be.
Well, it's been some time. I assumed the news was not going to be good.
I put her, do we only have her son's ring?
No, you got Sharwin's wing.
Okay. I put her son and daughter's rings down on the counter for her.
What? Oh my goodness, what happened?
Your son was dead before we got there. Your daughter was alive, but possessed, and attacked us.
What? That's terrible. Possessed. She, starts to, break down a little bit in tears. That's so awful. And you saved her, ended it. Oh.
You freed her soul so that she could rest.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness you were there. I guess that's. Oh. Thank you for. I mean, do you go into more detail with her? I don't know. Roleplay this necessarily all the way through.
Man,
I think we stay vague.
I feel like we don't get graphic with it. They made it as far as they could, and we finished their mission for them. Unfortunately, those magical fruits are they're not good for people. They shorten your lifespan.
What? And we've been selling them? That's terrible news. We'll have to inform the mayor. How much do you tell her?
I guess we tell her everything about the fruits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we tell her in detail or in more
we
were using vampire magic?
We use kid gloves with her. We just told her children died. I think we let her know that unfortunately the mission that her children went on was in vain, but not in a mean way.
Yeah,
It's not their fault they died. They died trying to kill a vampire lord.
Yeah. That's a badass way to go.
A little dumb, but it's pretty badass.
You raised a couple of almost heroes.
Okay. So you paraphrase that in a nice way?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I have good charisma.
Alright, she takes it in stride as best she can. She's pretty broken up about it, but the ring's there and your words. But yeah, she wants to bring any information you guys say about, the fruits to the mayor and, the authorities, essentially. So, how much do you tell her, all the way to there's a vampire potentially on the loose, or, just a fruit thing?
No, just to use vampire magic. No one needs to know the vampire is loose.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
not make her panic. If she's not asking more questions, let's not give her reason to panic. We would also like to shop in your store.
Oh, yes, of course. Here, I have this for you. She hands you a bag of gold.
Oh. Yeah, thanks.
Volo asked me to give this to you once you finished your initial endeavor. 500 gold can be added to the group loot.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then she hands you a letter as well. So the letter reads, My dear heroes, it is good that you are reading this now. It means that my friend Kira is satisfied with your efforts, and most, if not all of you, have survived your first trials as new adventurers. You can consider our initial agreement accounted for at this stage. If you wish to part ways with our team here, I would understand.
As for the story of the Goblin Tribe and the enchanted fruit, if you have solved that mystery, do relay all the relevant information to my familiar here, the Tressum that you have seen. I will ensure that you are properly compensated for your efforts post-haste. Moving forward, if you do wish to remain in my employ, I believe we can do great things together. I'd ask that the company remain in the town of Maplehurst for the time being. I will meet you as soon as I am able. It appears that there is some issue with living beings and teleportation magic at the moment. But, in the meantime, I will send interesting quests and correspondence through my friend Kira here, and the local authorities. The first 2 missions that I have found interest in, and you may, was thus. And I'm going to post these too, if you guys are interested in these. So, a mysterious wild beast attack. Not far from Maplehurst, reports of attacks by several incredibly rare beasts then brought to my ear. Stop the attacks and find the rare monsters. Or, if you would so choose, perhaps another goblin tribe off in the Lone Mountains. Apparently they have flying beasts that have been raiding caravans. You are professional goblin removers, so this should be an easy task. Let me know if either of these options are of interest to you, and I will send further details.
Remover is certainly a nicer way to put it.
I ask that you continue to grow and learn and discover all you can in my absence. Perhaps the locals have some interesting tales or quests to give to your prestigious company. Lastly, I have chartered an additional member to be joining your expedition. He should be arriving in Maplehurst any day now in a caravan, so stay on the lookout. His name is Evan Bain. Best of health to you all, Volo. The letter ends.
Well, fuck that. Brigide's not having this.
Oh, really? I'm so having this? The man just paid us 500 gold. That's so much gold? Do you know how long it takes to steal 500 gold? To liberate 500 gold from traders?
I like Volo. He's a good man. But I'm taking my part of the loot. I'm not going forward.
Girdle doesn't care.
Mergurgle's not even here.
Gurgles is somewhere else. I'm still the blacksmith.
Okay. Well then.
We know nothing of this.
Yeah.
How do you consider that? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I wish you guys the best of luck, but I'm going home.
Oh, where's that for you, Brigitte?
Where the fuck is Brigitte from? That's a great question.
I mean,
I know that I was from a town, but I don't actually know where she's
all right.
from.
Well, we can get into that later. You say you're home.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a great in the mountains with the other dwarves.
We'll say Citadel
honestly,
Advar. That's like the biggest dwarven sort of ghost region place.
I've been away a really long time, and I think I'm ready to go home for a bit.
Well,
I'm sorry,
that
homie.
much gold is probably
Sorry, Mira.
good to retire on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, did you guys want to trade in your group loot for gold, or how do you want to do that? Like, do you want to
That
do
probably
some shopping
makes
now?
sense. We vend everything that we don't want.
Yeah. I think that makes sense, but also maybe we should find the other 2 members of our party so that they can also have a say in.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darius and Mr. McGurgle still just hanging out with the blacksmith, or?
I don't think we had anything.
Well, I am. I don't know what
was,
Gurgles is doing.
Well, you guys go get him. I can fill in Tressum here on
Outside of
that extra
spell
information.
So as you refer to the Tressum, it kind of like perks up, and you'll start to like relay information to it, and it will like use magic. It's like eyes flash, and then like a little quill kind of animates, and it starts writing word for word.
Okay, that's cute.
So it's just kind of
I
standing
don't
there.
want to do this right in front of the shopkeeper, though.
So I would like to get like for the part we don't want to say in for the shopkeeper. Can I get Skizit to say it familiar to familiar? Because they can fly up somewhere high, so that it's not. You know.
All right, you guys discreetly
Bolo
give the
can know there's a
information.
vampire on the loose, but I don't think anyone else should.
You discreetly relay the information.
Cool.
And Volo is informed about the intricacies of everything that's happened. This is pretty much the end of the session for the evening.
Okay.
So if you guys want to do some shopping, we can do that quick. Otherwise, I'm fading fast, so
Yeah. I guess we
I don't know how much
can
more roleplay I can give you.
figure out what fraction of loot Brigitte takes as she leaves.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
we could do it this way.
Yeah.
I can just convert.
I think
all
I
of
think
your
she just
stuff
takes
into-
money. She doesn't need to take any of the useful items. But
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if you guys want to go through group loot and claim items, and then over the next week, I'll convert all of your items into gold and just give you a sum value. You can divide it up that way.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So I guess I could just read through.
That way, you guys
Yeah,
have
just
like
put forward
an
what you want.
amountable, like amount to
Someone-
work from at the start of the next session to buy stuff.
Someone should take that potion of healing. I guess I'll just pick it up if nobody wants it.
Pretty good thing to have.
Sure. Sure. All right. I'll take the potion of healing from there. Editing it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was a robot for a while. That was- Thank you, guys.
No, it was fun.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, just make sure everything in the group loot is what you guys don't want,
Gotcha. Okay.
including all of the group money, and I'll divide that up evenly.
Oh,
into
yo,
5.
what is Ring of Adventure?
I think that way it's just easier. I'll just sit down with an Excel sheet. I'll just bang it all out.
Convert it and
Yeah.
split it.
Yeah, because I got even like the amounts for all of the items too, so I'll just go through all of it. We don't need to do that math here together. That way you guys can show up next session with like your, 300, 400 gold each, or whatever it comes out to, and purchase stuff.
If you're available for like just a one-on-one quick something with me, Nick, before the next session, just to make sure I've got everything sorted.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
As Brigitte
Okay.
takes off, we will get a new PC in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the wand of entangle.
Okay.
That one Ring of Adventurer that's on there, is that the ring that we just gave to the lady here?
Yeah.
No, was it? Okay. I took out the one that specifically said that it was her son.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't see yeah.
So maybe this
So
ring's
one-
just a different ring?
Yeah, maybe there was like a ring from the ranger
Oh, maybe.
at the start.
Maybe.
A ring
On
of
the
Sick
Ranger's
Caracas.
warps.
Yeah.
One ring of adventure.
Yeah.
No, I think that was her ring. I think that's what we got off of the like in from the office area.
We have some notes about a key to an iron chest. And a note that says Grenell has keys. Did we ever open an iron chest?
There was the chest in the chieftain's room, that circular room, where you guys fought the hobgoblins.
Oh, okay,
There was a
gotcha.
chest
I don't
there.
know if we opened it.
I don't think we did. I didn't even notice there was a chest.
Yeah, that might have been my fault. I'll give you guys an extra 200 gold. Because you should have opened that chest.
No, I'm headed to bed.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night. Alright, I'm editing that. How much gold did you say there, sorry?
Yeah, we'll put in an extra 200 because if you guys didn't open that chest, if you got the key, then you should have. You walked right past it. I just
I'm
didn't
replacing
describe
the
it.
line item with 200G.
All right, perfect.
Nice.
All right, with that, we'll end for the night. Pop this